Word of warning. There is a lot of talking in this video, so if you plan on watching it all the way through, feel free to just listen to it in the background. Doodle something. Anyway, enjoy.
I bet you're wondering where I've been. No. Seriously, this is kind of more of an updatey kind of video situation, but with makeup, because I want to do makeup. But I also wanted to do some updates on the channel and the streaming and the art and everything that's going on with me, because there's a lot of problems I've been having lately that I kind of feel like I need to disclose. Not so much the need to tell it to someone, but to just know that I put it out there so people can understand when I don't upload for 2 weeks. It's only for people who really care about my channel and stuff like that. And it's just a nice way to take care of myself whilst I do it. I'm gonna start with a detox mask. And yes, I got a ring light, sorry. I didn't acknowledge that part. It's a USB one. I mean, I got it from my TikToks, but I'm gonna start with this. I'm just gonna put that on my face, rub it in, leave it for a minute, and then wash it off. I've been very stressed lately. Since January. Since the beginning of the year, I have been very stressed. Beginning of the year was quite stressful, I want to say, because I had the whole wanting to get all of the videos from 2019 out and done before I start anything new for this year. I did manage to do that. I was quite proud of myself for that. I finally finished Dom's overlays. He used them for about 2 seconds and then decided to rebrand, and then decided to rebrand again, and now he has quit YouTube. But I'm not mad. It was a good learning experience about like doing commissions and stuff over a long period of time and time management and stuff, which I still haven't mastered, but you try, don't you? I've been using this a lot since winter hit, and it does wonders on my mouth. But yeah, just quickly clarify about the Dom thing. I'm proud of him. I am glad he's finally been able to be in a place where he can make that decision to just let it go and try and take care of himself better. Lord knows I could learn a lot from that. I feel like I'm always going to do content creation because it's just something I've been into since I was probably about 6. Anyway, end of the year to January, we got the videos done, and then I started recording stuff again, and then the sleep problems hit, and things got very bad for a while. I changed my meds beginning of the year. I'm now on 150 milligrams of venlafaxine, and I still don't know if it's helped, and it's been like a month. The first time I used it, first week or so, I was very close to my period, so I didn't know if it was working or not because I had a lot of hormones going on, but it was making me sleep, and that's the reason I changed my meds, because I couldn't sleep anymore. That's how I know when my meds stop working, because I don't sleep, period. I just start having really bad insomnia, so I need to change, and I did, and I sleep now. And then when I first changed them, I was sleeping like 20 hours at a time. It was honestly crazy, you know? So eventually that's died down now. They have like worked themselves into the system where I don't have to sleep 20 hours at once to feel awake. But something else arose with the sleep problems, which I will tell you in a second when I go wash this off. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. I think I need to go back a bit into 2019 when I had my breakdown. I stopped being able to listen to the radio at work because it would trigger the said breakdown. So I began off just listening to nothing, just silence for 5 hours straight, my whole shift. And eventually that started to drive me a little bit crazy. So I then moved on to music. Again, I was finally able to start listening to music again, but then I was only listening to one playlist for months at a time, and that eventually drove me crazy. Because eventually new music would come out, I'd change the playlist, but this year I just couldn't listen to music anymore. So I started listening to podcasts, which I was introduced to by Dom. I was introduced to the podcast episode of the True Geordie one, where he talks to David Icke. And that was like a big thing for me to listen to at work. It was very interesting, and I loved listening to the podcast. So I then went on to finding the Internet Sensation podcast by Alex, and then finding the Smoshcast. I already knew about all these, but I hadn't listened to them before. And then I found the Let's Not Meet podcast, which is just the subreddit Let's Not Meet, but in podcast form, so you can listen to the stories. And I loved it. It was really cool, because I like horror. And I hadn't been able to listen to a lot of horror for a long time since my breakdown, because again, it would trigger me. So I was finally in a place where I could listen to horror stories and stuff, and it was very nice. And then the nightmares started. That started around when Sabrina season 3 came out. I didn't have the nightmares when Sabrina season 3 came out. I had it when I started rewatching Sabrina, so I was going back from season 1. And I would just have these horrible, vivid, creepy nightmares about witches and demons and stuff. So I had to stop watching Sabrina season 1 again. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I was still listening to the podcasts. And the nightmares died down for a bit after stopping watching Sabrina. But then they kind of started up again. And it's never anything too crazy. It's just always something that would make me wake up and freak out and kind of like that. So eventually I finished the Let's Not Meet podcast, and then I moved on to the No Sleep podcast, and those stories were just getting really weird, and I just couldn't listen to them at work anymore. But since the nightmares began, I've been trying to find the cause of them, and I didn't want to believe it was the podcasts. But I stopped them, and I didn't have nightmares for a long time. And then recently they started up again, and people were like, oh, you're eating too much sugar before you go to bed. Because I normally have the nightmares when I have my nap, when I come home from work, because I work 5 hours. But because it's so early in the morning, I never actually sleep before my shift, so I have to have a nap afterwards. So I do that, and I would have the nightmares then. And I would always have lunch before then as well. And people were like, oh my god, it's because you're eating sugar. And then I would stop eating sugar, and they would go away for a while, and then they would come back. And now, my mum asked me, do you eat cheese before you go to nap? And I always have like a demi-baguette with some cherries on the side before I have my nap, because apparently cheese gives you very vivid dreams. So I'm gonna have to stop eating cheese now and see if that helps. But because the nightmares would be so disorientating, I would not be getting any sleep. I would have very broken sleep, is basically what I'm saying. And that would not go well, as you can tell. Because I would be so tired during the day. I would be so tired when I woke up at night that I would just have to go back to sleep until the next day. And that obviously meant that I wasn't online a lot playing games with my friends, and that hurt me in a lot of ways because I never want my friends to think that I don't ever want to hang out with them or play games with them. I'm just so tired all the time that I literally can't. I would message them constantly and be like, I'm so sorry, I can't, I'm just so tired. Starting to stop doing that now because I realised that they understand that I'm tired. It's just my anxiety. Yeah, so that's that thing, the broken sleep and tiredness, and that's one of the main reasons I haven't been able to upload anything. I have a couple of reasons why I haven't been able to upload anything, but I'll get to that in a couple of seconds. I've been doing a lot of art stuff lately, so I would always choose art over trying to edit and stuff, so that was another reason. I recently uploaded a Forest episode. We started playing Forest VR. I have more episodes of that, don't worry. It didn't end there. I don't know if people enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it. Sorry, I enjoyed making it. And I want to do more. I just want some stuff to break up the content, which is why I'm doing a makeup video right now. I'm gonna get ready with me. And I have more stuff to break up the content. I just haven't been able to film a lot of it just yet. There's also a very big change coming to the channel soon. But because I'm so slow when it comes to digital art, because I'm so tired and because my hands are just so bad, because they're so sore all the time because of work and stuff, then it's just been delayed. The big change. It will come eventually. I just have to do some art stuff, and that takes me a while. Art always takes me a very long time, and I never have the full amount of time I would need to do it, because when I work, I get up, I go to work, I come home, I eat, I have a nap until probably about 6, and then I get up, probably, unless I sleep till the next day, and play games with my friends, because from 6 onwards, I see that as game time. That's nighttime gaming time, where I just chill and play games before bed. And that applies to when I'm not working. On my non-work days, I wake up around 11 or 12 in the day, and then do whatever I can before 6, and then blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. Sometimes I wake up earlier, it all depends what time I went to bed the night before. I look like a clown. But yeah. So work has been a problem as well, obviously. There's been a lot going on at work in a minute. We have a lot of new stuff happening, and it's overwhelming me. But, you know, I'm getting through it. I'm also on a path to, like, self-discovery and stuff, so that's happening. It is currently March, which means there are 3 months left until Damien comes to see me. We are just waiting now for him to be able to get his plane ticket, and then I will rent out somewhere for us both to stay, because obviously we cannot stay in my house. So that's exciting. That's happening soon. I'm like super excited for that, but I'm also like really nervous for that as well. So that was a lot of blending. Now, I didn't even show you any of those products. The first thing I put on was this. The second thing was these. And then third thing was that. And now I'm going to put on this one. And use that as contour. I I go on and off this channel all the time saying, come watch my stream, I've started streaming now, come watch, please, you know? But then I never keep to it. I always stream for like one day and then kind of give up. Or that's what it seems to look like. That is because of the whole sleeping thing. I was always very tired, so I never had the energy to keep up the streaming, if you'll get what I mean. And then I moved to Mixer, because I wanted to try it, you know, it's a smaller platform than Twitch. So it means there's like less competition for someone like me who does like a lot of variety and stuff. And it was nice. I loved Mixer. It was a very nice community. I got lots of like messaging chat. I got lots of followers pretty quickly actually. But the only problem is everyone was trying to date my boyfriend. And eventually I just found that I didn't see it going anywhere. I wanted something more long term. So I asked my friends and Dom was like, you should probably just go back to Twitch. It'd probably just be better for you in the long term. Of like doing that. And I believe him because he did stream and he was pretty good at it. So, you know, I took his advice. I believe in his advice. So I moved back to Twitch. And now, currently, I do a stream every Friday or Saturday with Strider, and we play Beat Saber. Occasionally moving on to VR chat if we can. We didn't do one this week because he was sick and I was exhausted from work because I had to work this weekend, and I'll explain that why in a second. But we do it every week because it's our way of like bonding, getting our exercise in because it's Beat Saber. It's a cool way to keep playing the game because it costs us a lot of money. So we do that every week. So follow me on Twitch and Strider. This is a lot of content. I have to fix that in a minute. And I will leave the multi-Twitch link in the description as well, so you can watch both of us at the same time when we stream. That's every weekend. Every Friday or Saturday. Around 9, between 6 or 9 PM UK time. Around December, you saw me do a vlog where I did some back yoga because my back was in such immense pain from sitting and drawing Dom's overlays for a week. And just sitting hunched like that, like all week. And I had a lot of lower back pain and upper back pain and every kind of back pain. And I went to the doctor in January for it, and they found nothing wrong with my spine, but it could be muscular. So I have been referred to a muscle specialist, and I haven't heard anything back from that yet. They haven't made an appointment yet, but that will happen eventually. I also learned at this time that I have hypermobility. I always knew I had it because my mum told me I had it after I hurt my ankle when I was 10. Because of the way I walk, I don't walk properly, so my body kind of tries to compensate for it, and it causes a lot of back pain in later life. The way to fix it is when you're 6 months old, they want to break both of your legs so that they grow properly. And my mum was like, nah, she'll deal with it later in life. Which I am dealing with it. It does hurt, but I'm kind of used to it now, so it's not as bad. I found a lot of ways to deal with it. So, not too bad. It just hurts a lot. And it's very hard when I'm at work and I have to do a 4 kg delivery of like nearly 50 kilogram frozen boxes. My back hurts. It does really bother me at home, so it's fine. The only other health problem I would say is my eating. Again. Because when it hit December, I went through a period of binge eating. So I started eating lots. Again, good, because, you know, I needed to eat. But bad, because now I have stopped. I barely eat again, so that does not help my sleeping problems or my fatigue or anything else. My muscle problems, everything like that. It's all fucked up because I can't eat anything. And it's not like I choose not to eat. I could be really fucking hungry and really want to eat, but I will look at a piece of food, or I'll go into my kitchen, I'll look for food, and everything in there just looks disgusting and I don't want to eat it. I'm also a very picky eater. I have been since I was a kid, and I've learned now that it's kind of a thing that some adults have, where if they look at a certain food, they smell it, if it's near them, they'll want to puke. And I've always had that. Whenever my mum would eat dinner near me, I would always want to puke because I didn't like what she had. So learning that that's a real thing is good. I just need to find the time to talk to a doctor about it so that I can get some help for it. Because I barely know what to eat to keep myself healthy. I know I have to eat meat occasionally, and I try my best to eat something with meat in it every week, once every week. I eat a lot of bread. I obviously have a lot of junk food because that's all I can eat. But I'm trying. I do try. It's not a case of me just going, don't eat that. I do actually try and force myself to eat. I make myself sandwiches sometimes when we have the right kind of cheese that I like. That was the powder I just used. But it is hard when you want to eat and you just can't. And I also watched Alex do a video where he talked about when he's really anxious and he can't eat. And I have been really anxious because I've been trying to get this new thing for the channel out, blah 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 blah. Just have a lot on my mind right now. So I'm going to do my brow pencil from Primark. So life has been chaotic recently. My eye strain got worse for a while. It's not as bad now because I make a habit of wearing my glasses every time I look at a screen. But yeah, that's just basically what's been going on with me lately. A lot of medical problems, a lot of sleeping problems, a lot of doubting problems. Just thinking, should I still be doing YouTube? And I think yes, I love content creation and I am good at it. It's just trying to find the time to do it is my only problem. So I don't know if new people know this. I've said this before, but not. There's been a lot of new people since the last time I said it. I don't have a schedule. I don't post every week. I try my best to, but sometimes I do miss the weekly upload because of work and because of sleep and because of just trying to make sure that I'm alive and not like starving myself and dying and stuff. I have got a cold at the minute as well, so that doesn't help. Oh god, I'm so paranoid about Cronus. Like, oh my god. Everyone talks about it all the time, and I'm just so paranoid all the time. Like, when I was a kid, and I think the last one like this I remember would be swine flu. Or something like that. I remember that happening, and me just being like, it's fine, it'll never happen to me. Why is there black on my fucking brush? And obviously it didn't. I'm fine, but when you're a kid, it's so much easier to ignore it and pretend it's not happening. But because I'm an adult now and I hear it everywhere, All my co-workers are talking about it. My parents, my friends, like, it's scary. But I do hope that anyone who has contracted it is getting the support they need, and that they will hopefully get better soon. Hello, Lucky! Hello, Lucky! We haven't seen you for a while on here, have we? No, we haven't. I did finish my makeup because I'd finished talking about everything I wanted to, so I didn't see the point in continuing. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of what I did. I put white eyeliner from Primark on the under eye here. Put black eyeliner I got on the top, which is Kohl eyeliner pencil. Why do your ears perk up? I'm not doing anything for you. This is my lipstick. That's my mascara. I used, you're really warm, you know. This palette for my blusher. I'll show you in 2 seconds. There's my blush. What's the blush? And I use this for highlight. And then I also went back over the highlight and used the Ranch from the Conspiracy palette. Or the highlight. God, your pores hurt. Yeah, that's basically all I did. I did my makeup, basically. So, yeah. Thank you for watching and understanding that things have been hard right now, and I'm just trying to mosey on through. Isn't that right, Lucky? Isn't that right? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. So, oh, do you want to get up? Here you go, sit down. So videos will be resuming. Gaming videos, this video, the thing I'm working on that I'll tell you soon as I can. That'll be coming out. Just videos. I remember I do the stream every weekend, either Friday or Saturday, depending on my work schedule with Strider. And I will be doing a Final Fantasy one at some point. Don't forget to check out my art Instagram because I'm doing a lot of art like right now, so I'm gonna be posting a lot there. Check out my Twitter because I actually actively go on that every day. And my TikTok. I just posted a TikTok. Here it is.
Got little arms, who cares? I'll put my toes in my mouth, who cares? The only thing that it seems I can do is go down the stairs.
You want to see more great stuff like that? Just go over to my TikTok. It's fine. Stop crying. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. Follow my friends Strider and Death and Z, and I guess you could follow Dom on Twitter. And I shall see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a forest video. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.